Recently, I was doom scrolling through an ad-supported free streaming service called Tubi when I, seemingly by fate, stumbled upon a genre called Black Independent Cinema. Within seconds of scrolling through this section, it became very apparent that this was a plethora of cultural enrichment and artistry. By Tubi's own words, this genre showcases self-made, independent, Black filmmakers from outside of Hollywood. This level of fine cultural artistry is highlighted by some of the titles found within this genre. Some of the top films, such as The Thought of Murder, Shorty Got That Work, Bandemic, and who could possibly forget You Hittin' Dat? I almost completely forgot one of my all-time favorites. I can't even say it. Memphganistan. Here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. Do I look like a bullshitter? I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm going to break it down. You might see the covers of these films and quickly assume that they provide a deeply thought-provoking commentary on morality, the human condition, or possibly one's own mortality, creating a layered meaning with a deliberate use of tools within its own medium. But they're actually much, much more than that.
I'm so motherfucking mad. You lost that money? Just choke yourself. Harder.
Daddy, tell her to stop. She can't breathe. Brianna, stop!
Okay, all right, you got me, but these movies do provide some sort of commentary, and because they are such low budget and low effort, and they're pumping so many of these out, I find it very hard to believe that this is just creative passion projects done by people in the hood who want to do it for the love of the game. I find it hard to believe. There has to be some sort of government incentive or kickbacks to these movies, right? Although the commentary isn't extremely thought-provoking, there is a commentary they are making as a whole. And I'd like to sit down and just really get to the bottom of what the fuck is going on here. These are independent movies that people are making and uploading to Tubi somehow. Are they getting kickbacks? Is there a government incentive? Does this help with WIC? Are they getting more money on their EBT to do this? What's the deal? What's happening? I don't know. We're gonna fucking find out. Earlier in the year when I found this genre of movies, this was smack dab right on the TV, big Black independent cinema, and you can scroll through and see it. A couple months later, I was showing some people that I knew this whole gold mine of cultural enrichment that I had found, that I'd stumbled upon, and it wasn't anywhere. And I don't know if people have already made videos of it talking about what this is, because it's glorious and it's hours of entertainment. I could not find it for the life of me anywhere, even in the genre section on Tubi. But if you look it up, oh, look at me. My brain's already rotting from watching this shit. I already spelt that wrong. But if you look that up in Google, Black Independent Cinema, it shows right up on Google, and bam, you can find it still. Scrolling down all these streaming services, seeing just the title of, like, you know, you're scrolling and you see like LGBTQ hero movies. I have a really good filter at just Black independent cinema, minority movies of the month. I'm good at just scrolling past that. The thing that really caught my attention, every single cover looks like a fucking memorial t-shirt or a knockoff generic bootleg Grand Theft Auto video game cover. Look at every single one. Not only that, they have the titles to match. Lot Lizards, Out of Pocket, All About a Check, Flew de Out, Sloppy Seconds, The Female Hustler 1 and 2. Every single one is a masterpiece. It's its own thing. Look at Fangirl, and she's got her hand in her pants, and she's holding a bottle of champagne that's bloody. This is insanity. Where's Memphganistan? Because that's just a whole thing in itself, man. Let's look at the Bandemic. 1 second of clicking on it. Dollar bill that says Hummer Boy Entertainment. Hilarious. Two struggling friends who came up together in Detroit scheme to cash in when the state starts doling out billions in COVID relief funds. This movie is literally about committing COVID relief fund fraud.
With the team, come get the money with us. You see what we doing out here? We getting real money.
Nigga, I need guaranteed pay. Got responsibilities and shit, man. I gotta help my auntie with the bills, bro. I got time for that shit.
Man, I understand that, but you acting like a little bitch right now.
Friends like, hey, let's commit that young fraud, nigga. And he's like, nah, man, I got priorities and shit. And he's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You sounding like a bitch. And he's like, I'm in. You can click on almost every single one of these and just scrub through the timeline and find something that is just as insane as the title and the title card itself. That's the true art here. It's like a Goosebumps, choose your own adventure, but instead of it being creepy crawlies and Goonies level stuff, it's prostitution, getting money, thievery, EBT fraud, and did I say prostitution? It's a lot of prostitution. Perfect example. Let's go to 8 minutes, 11 seconds.
Get your ass up. Oh, funky ass bitch.
What's wrong? What did I do?
You stole my fucking money.
No, I didn't, baby.
Where's my fucking money?
I didn't see any money. I didn't.
Okay, so something I find hilarious when traversing through the cultural enrichment of black cinema. Did I say cultural enrichment? Cultural enrichment of black cinema is the fact that you could give a nigga a camera and you could tell him to film anything. You could have them film 100 movies. And the first one you click on, you'll find that he chose to film domestic abuse over money. Very fascinating. Let's keep searching, shall we? Let me just scrub.
Is this bitch talking to Pip and Dan like that?
I think so, boss.
Nigga, fuck you.
Grab her.
Catch me if you can, bitch ass nigga.
What the fuck? No, let me go back.
Oh, you
I
niggas
need to be
feet-
quiet for that.
Catch me if you can, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, you niggas' feet don't work?
Is this serious? Or is
Fuck
it
wrong with y'all?
are they going for comedy? Because they just depicted rape and then justified it with money, and then they have Pimp and Dan getting called a bitch ass nigga, and she run, oh, catch me if you can, bitch ass nigga, and runs off. She giving her drugs?
For free? No. Yeah.
Everyone rants and raves about The Room by Tommy Wiseau being a cinematic masterpiece, not by design, but because it gives you a look into the director and writer and actor's own psyche and who he is as a person and why he would write, direct, film, and then star in this piece and then self-fund it and put it out there to the masses. But that doesn't hold a torch to what we're seeing here. Is that supposed to be funny? Because that was some of the funniest physical comedy I've ever fucking seen. Say what you want about black people, but they are hilarious. Is that what I think it is? No way. Orange tip. Orange tip spotted on the gun.
The shit, BG. I saw you. I know you a fucking cop.
Yep, there it is. Undercover cops. That was one. We need to make a list about what makes a great black independent movie. Is it prostitution? Is it confidential informants, undercover cops, pimps, strippers, hoes, drugs, guns? In the sea of horrible title cards, I found one that stands out among the rest. And it's called She Get the Money. The description reads as follows. A group of high-class escorts chase the dream of making fast money while working for a low-life scumbag named Immaculate in this urban drama. You might be looking at me and wondering, Faceless, this is exactly like the others, but it's not. It's not like the others. It's a masterpiece.
Daddy, don't be mad.
Why? What happened?
So, while we were Well, we were in the room, right, with the trick.
Okay.
Brianna was on top of him. I was on the side dancing, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because she was already doing her thing.
You know what I mean?
So, as I'm dancing on the side, he's distracted by Brianna. I take the lamp and I hit the nigga on the head with it. And I can smooth the fuck out, you know?
Okay, okay.
So then we gather up all the money. We gather up a few items or whatever. We bust out that bitch.
What'd you get?
We got 3,700 and a rollie.
Hey, and y'all made it back safe.
But
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of y'all.
Daddy, there's a problem.
What's the problem?
Brianna dropped the clutch. With the
You dropped the clutch?
3,700 and the rollie.
You lost 3,700 and a rollie?
Yeah.
You bitches wear $1,000 weaves. You want a new Benz, you want a new Beamer. How the fuck we gonna get this shit if you keep losing all the fucking money? I taught you how to steal. You already know. One of y'all keeps them distracted, the other get the motherfucking shit, and you get away with the motherfucking money. How hard is that?
I mean, it's not like I can't go out and get some more.
What you say? What you say?
Daddy never put hands on his women.
What the fuck you say? You gonna disrespect me like that and you the one lost the motherfucking money? I'm so motherfucking mad. You lost that money? 3,700?
And a rollie.
I didn't ask you to respond.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
And a rollie? You wanna keep fucking with me? I prove myself to y'all, you gotta prove yourself to me. I don't like your fucking attitude. Bitch, choke yourself. Bitch, choke yourself. I'm not playing with you. Choke yourself right now, prove yourself to me. Harder.
Wait.
Harder.
Daddy. Daddy. Tell her to stop. Brianna, stop. Daddy, tell her to stop. She can't breathe. Brianna, stop. Daddy, tell her to stop. She can't breathe. Daddy, tell her to stop.
Daddy never put hands on his women.
What the fuck
He
is
made
this?
them correct themselves.
Stop. Tell her to stop, Daddy. She can't breathe. Stop it, Brianna. Stop. Daddy, tell her to stop.
Stop choking yourself.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Ain't no more losing no motherfucking money no more. You understand?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm gonna go out and get you some more money. But first, come here and let me your dick.
This is how real of a pimp player, OG nigga, the pimp known as Immaculate is. He makes bitches choke themselves. You choke yourself, bitch. Choke yourself. This is such a fucking ludicrous idea. Look how worried she is.
I'm not playing with you.
She
Choke
knew what
yourself
was
right now,
coming.
prove your
She knew what was coming. That's why they were trying to hide it. They knew the wrath that Daddy was going to give him. I have a feeling he uses this film as bragging rights, and he tells people that these are all based on true events. I fucking would bet money on it that he tells everyone that these are, yeah, man, that was some real shit, man. That was some shit I did back in the day. So, you know, we had to throw that shit in there and shit. We had to like add that shit in there because I was based on some real shit I did. I made a bitch choke herself. And that other bitch was begging for her life. And because I'm so immaculate, I say you can, that's fine. Suck this dick. There he is. Oh, look at him. He's tripping. Got the gold on the white. Every time you see this motherfucker. That takes me to another thing. This is just a gold mine of culture. This next scene is supposed to depict luxury. In the plot of the story, this is the fifth bottom bitch that he's met that he fell in love with. This is the one. There was just the way they met and shit. That was the kismet. That was that shit. That was the soulmates. So he's showing to her that she is not like all the rest. You gotta remember, in the movie, he is some sort of rich pimp who has a lot of money. They go on private jets. They're driving luxury super sports cars. And the director wants to show that he loves this one. He's gonna wine and dine her and show her a world like she's never had before, right? Let me tell you how much I fucking hate the song that plays during this.
Forever and ever, I wanna give you everything, everything. I'ma buy you anything, anything. Even diamonds in a wedding ring, wedding ring. 'Cause I'ma be with you forever and ever. 'Cause I'ma be with
Have you ever been to a strip mall in Compton? In these strip malls, there is what we consider to be a live action Temu. Probably even worse, whatever a step lower than Temu quality is. There's these stores where you can buy 30 different outfits on a $100 budget. And this is his first stop in showing her that he is gonna wine and dine her. Hear the song, I'm gonna give you everything. Friendly reminder, these people can vote.
We got, you won't jump shit. You stand by my side and you won't let us slip.
Next stop in showing her that he is a pimp playa with all the money in the world and he's gonna give her everything is he's buying her whatever watch she wants at the local strip mall kiosk. You know, the ones that are all Chinese made bullshit that you could get for like 30 bucks and they're getting fucking fine dining. I'm pretty sure this is just outside of the film, the director. He was like, hey, let's go get some Chinese food. And he's like, oh, we could film that for the scene. I really wouldn't put it past him to ask someone in line to film them getting their Chinese food. There's videos of them filmed in the club on an iPhone. When it gets weird at this point, it's just them eating food and you can tell he's sitting there with them and he's filming it. So maybe the movie is just a way for him and this girl to pick up girls and get laid. He's got a boner and he's just sitting there there's people staring at him in the corner. Look at it. There's a guy just staring at him like, what the fuck? I say we bring back segregation. I had a teacher once tell me that as the creator or director of a film, you never want to make creative decisions that are going to break the reality for the viewer. Every second that your viewer is questioning the creative decisions of whatever project you're working on is a second that it's taking your viewer out of the immersion of that reality that you're trying to convey. What the director here decided to do, they didn't want to break the reality of the viewer. So they made a creative decision and they put a black fucking bar there because nothing keeps a reality grounded more than a giant black bar coming out of nowhere and blocking your line of sight and then disappearing randomly. My brain is absolutely fried from consumption of this brain rot because I believe that you are what you consume. If you consume brain rot constantly and doom pilling, I would assume that you're probably a piece of shit and you will become a piece of shit if you aren't yet. So I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit. We're gonna call it a day on this one. Maybe next time you go and decide to make a video, YouTube video, or pretty much anything at all, maybe this will give you that boost of confidence that you needed to not beat yourself up so much. Because if they can do it, you can do it.